That's a great way to start the stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Casual Sports Podcast. I'm Alec Caverna.
Get that off.
What? Bro, we're already going.
All right.
It's too late. I mean, you said it. Oh, well. Today we got a special thing. We're going to do our podcast while we're carving pumpkins. Does everyone want to say what they're going to try and carve into theirs before we attempt it?
Matt's
All right.
go ahead.
I'm going to try and write Casual Sports Report in here. We're going to try. It might not turn out very well.
What about you,
Aren't you
Mike?
going to do CSR or are you going to try?
Yeah, he's gonna try going with CSR.
Well,
Oh, no, I'm going to write out the word.
Alec and
Oh,
I
you're gonna do the whole thing?
Yeah.
we're going to do. I was going to do Penn State. He was going to do Ohio State. But are we still doing that?
Sure.
Do you want to? It's up to you.
Let's try it. All right. This podcast, we're gonna.
We had game one on. We could start before our last show. Dodgers took game one. It was a score of 8-3.
I'm sure this is also great for audio listeners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of bad.
Yeah, I'm on this one.
So, Dodgers starter Clayton Kershaw finally looked like he,
The Dodgers are looking
appeared
really
well
good.
in the World Series for the first time in his career. I mean, we've been waiting for him to get to go in the postseason, or in the Dodgers in general.
Yeah.
So he was the winning pitcher. Tyler Glasnow for the Rays was the losing pitcher. He got tagged with a loss. Top performers in that game, Kevin Kiermaier, the Rays had 2 hits, 2 RBIs in a home run in game one. And Mookie Betts had 2 hits and an RBI and a homer. So Mookie, I think he got a free taco for everybody. Had a stolen
Oh
base.
yeah, you got free tacos.
Yeah.
I think it's actually on my calendar. I think it's the 28th November.
Yeah,
or
or
no,
October,
October
yeah.
28th. So just a couple days, we all get free tacos, Taco
Yeah.
Bell.
Yes.
I'll make sure to get there early because it's while supplies last.
Yeah.
So game one,
I'm on a college campus. I'm sure that'll be going pretty quick.
everybody will be there.
Right.
Yeah, so game one, Dodgers won 8-3. I mean, looked pretty dominating on
Pretty
behalf of the
dominating.
Dodgers.
Yeah, they're looking really good. I mean, the series is a lot closer, but I think the Dodgers are just dominating in a certain way. They're like on one game, off the next a little bit.
I mean, we kind of knew going in. I mean, the pitching in the starting rotation and in the bullpen was pretty even on both sides. But the difference is going to be the Dodgers lineup. They're just deep. They're deep off the bench as well, and
Right.
their lineup provides a lot more power than Tampa Bay's.
Yeah, but Tampa Bay's got the best hitter in baseball right now. What's that guy's name?
Randy Rosarena.
Yeah, Rosarena
Yeah,
now has the most hits in a single postseason.
Yeah,
You think he's at up to 27.
Yeah, I think I saw that. So, yeah, so moving on to game two. Rays finally got some power in their lineup. Brandon Lau, their second baseman, woke up
sorry.
finally. He's been kind of sluggish this postseason. He had 2 opposite field homers. Score was 6-4. Dodgers tried to make a run late in the 8th inning and only got a run out of it, so Tampa escaped with that, with the victory in game 2. Then, top performers in that.
I love making a mess in here.
Yeah.
This is the most casual the podcast has
Yeah.
and ever will be.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different, but...
I mean, it'll probably be a little bit longer, too.
Probably.
So, pitching in that game, Rays pitcher Nick Anderson was tagged with the win, and Tony Gonsolin of the Dodgers, he was tagged with a loss. Rays closer Diego Castillo got the save. As I mentioned, Brandon Lau finally woke up in that series, in that game, because, not even in the World Series, but throughout their whole playoff run, he hasn't really. I mean, he was good in the regular season, but he hasn't really done anything in the playoffs. So
Right.
it's good to get him going.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's always nice to see when teams start getting their roles going and
Both his
players
homers
start playing like we know they can.
Yeah, both his homers were opposite fielders, which I don't know. I'm not sure if that's ever happened in the World Series that both his homers were opposite fielders. And then I think
I'm
he had
sure
one-
it has.
I'm pretty sure he had one in Game 3 too. So in 2 games he had 3 opposite fielders.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, that's such a hard thing to do, especially. I mean, hitting a home run in general is so hard. Hitting it opposite field.
Opposite field.
Yeah.
When you're in the middle of a slump like that.
Right.
So
It's a good way to get you out of it.
Yeah. So that was Game 2, and then Game 3, Dodgers
Game
came
3.
back and won. Or no, yeah, they won Game 3.
Game 3?
Dodgers, right?
No, that was the game that ended with the error. Mookie Betts with the error, and Tampa Bay ended up winning. Right? That was game 3?
Was that 4 or 3?
I think I was watching something else. I'm not gonna lie.
What was the game the other night?
Well, it went back and forth.
No, that was game 4.
That was game 4 they
yeah,
won.
it was
So
game
game
4.
3, Dodgers won, and then game 4 was that.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't watch
That
too
crazy
much
finish.
of it. I didn't watch too much of it. So
Matt,
sorry
we were calling a football game during game 4 or 5.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Which
game 4.
Which game do you guys have?
We were in Western Reserve. It ended up being a rain delay. It was crazy.
oh yeah, you want to
Matt and I were
about that?
talking on the. Yeah, we'll talk about that for a hot second.
Yeah.
Just take a World Series pause.
We're just jumping around.
Yeah, that's casual.
So
So
It's casual.
Oh,
it's
man.
casual. So Matt and I were calling the Western Reserve. Who were they facing?
Louisville.
Louisville, and we knew there were storms in the area, so
We kept
game
on
was so
mentioning
close.
that,
Yeah,
too.
the game was so close. And then in the third quarter, I think it was 4 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah.
It starts torrential downpouring, lightning, thunder. So that happened at 9:10. And Matt and I were just up in the booth, so we go ahead and call our bosses at YSN, tell them what's going on, ask what they want us to do, and they're like, I guess just fill time until you can get some updates or just run commercials, do whatever.
Yeah.
So Matt and I just big braining it, turned the camera back onto ourselves because it's normally just facing the field. You can't see us during those broadcasts for YSN Live, and
we just rambled on. We talked about Big Ten. We talked about.
Gotta talk about something.
yeah, I mean it was Friday. It was Friday night, so we were talking about the Illinois-Wisconsin game that was going on at the moment. Matt and I basically had our own miniature podcast. It was what the Keeping It Casual podcast, basically, with Matt and I. We were just talking about that, talking about the rain and stuff until the game got officially called. I think it was 10:05 was the official
10:05.
time. So Matt and I for like half an hour, or no, nearly an hour, were just basically
Wait, I'm sorry. So
BSing.
the game never even started?
No, the game started.
Oh,
It never restarted though. It got the lightning happened at 9. The game starts at 7.
Yeah.
We got.
So we were the only game on for nearly 40 minutes because most games wrap up 9:30ish.
Yeah.
We got some
high school.
We got some praise for what we did too, huh?
Yeah, we'll be humble about it,
We'll
but
be humble about
they,
it.
they were impressed with us.
They were
Needless to say, but I think we can thank most of our ability to do that just to this podcast, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because without this podcast, I don't think we ever would have been able to just go talking about it for 40 minutes in the way we did it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do all capital.
Yeah, just walking into that, you probably would have been like.
Oh yeah, we would have been terrified. I
Yeah.
mean, we probably would have done this similar things, but it probably wouldn't have been as good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do all capital letters.
You're gonna do all capitals. All right, back to the World Series though.
So where did we leave off? Game 4.
Game
that
4,
crazy
yeah.
comeback at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Rays won on that error at the end. There was fielding error on Chris Taylor, the center fielder of the Dodgers. Then the Rays got a run out of that, and they tied it up.
I watched
The
the,
throwing error at
end
home
of
plate.
that game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that ended
from
crazy. So yeah, and then last night Dodgers won Game 5, so now it's 3-2. Who do you guys? You think the Dodgers are going to close out in 6? You think it'll go 7? Or
I think they're
Rays
the
come
way
back?
they're looking right now. Yeah, I'd say Dodgers take this tonight
I
or
do.
tomorrow night. Actually, I guess it would be tonight for the listeners that aren't live.
I think
Which
the
we have
pitching
now.
matchup is Blake Snell for Tampa and I think Tony Gonsolin for the Dodgers. So
But the Dodgers, you got to look at the way their pitching has been. They've been taking their guys out early,
they have been.
Yeah.
really early.
really.
Took Clayton out last night with 2 outs, and he only threw 2 pitches through those 2 outs. So they took him out pretty early. I think the fans were
Yeah.
pretty unhappy about it.
I mean, I would be if this is your guy.
I think he only had he gave up 2 runs. I think. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like he was getting rocked or anything, but
It's the World Series. You know you're going to give up runs.
But
Yeah.
I like Blake Snell going in Game 6 because when he started in Game 2, he was lights out. I mean, he was pretty much a hit. He only gave up 3 hits.
Right.
And they started jumping on him at the end, but they were able to hold on. But I think they have the right guy going in Game 6 if they want to continue the series. But I just think it's hard to slow down them Dodger bats. I mean, like I said, we talked about where they're so
Mookie
loaded.
Betts is.
Mookie Betts.
Oh God.
Yep.
He's looking like the MVP they signed for
Yeah.
a 12-year deal, which is still insane to me. Just to even fathom. It's so hard, especially for owners, to commit to paying one guy for the next 12 years, and the fact that he's got one of those contracts, it proves that he is that good.
Yeah.
And he's proven it this World Series so far.
Yeah. With those insane catches he's made.
Oh, insane catches, just
all playoffs. though.
right.
It's insane. I got CA.
Hey, Matt's working on his.
I'm still clearing the inside of mine.
I think mine's pretty good.
But the A, you can't get that little triangle.
Yeah,
in
you
the
gotta
middle.
cut it out.
Yeah.
It'll look good still.
It'll look good.
So, our World Series picks. Did you have Dodgers in 6 or 7?
I
know you
think
picked
I said
Dodgers, didn't you?
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Tampa in
I
7.
believe,
So
I, believe I
still
said
can happen.
Tampa. And
Yeah, you guys
6.
both went Rays.
Yeah.
So Matt, you're officially wrong.
Yep.
But
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Tampa came back and won it, but I think it's very
Officially.
difficult for them to do that. But we'll see what happens. Anything
We'll
happens in
see.
baseball.
right.
So that's about all for World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much
We had
going
a
on in general from
pretty
it.
busy weekend in college football. If you want to go there.
Yeah. Actually, I think before we do that, we do have, I'll say, semi-breaking news. This is breaking more to us than the guys watching this on Tuesday. Got me covering my feet in pumpkin. So, Odell Beckham
I don't know much
Jr.
of it.
has come up with a torn ACL. He's going to be done for the season. It really hurts the Browns. They're now down to 3 healthy wide receivers. So probably expect someone getting signed or a trade here in the next coming days before the trade
deadline's what, another
deadline.
week or so.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah.
I want to say it's the 5th of November, so a little over a week.
From, like,
I just don't know what knife I want to use.
And then Andy Dalton got taken out in that last game with a concussion. That's also
The poor-
breaking.
poor Red Rocket.
Yeah, I know. It was a bad hit, too. The nasty
Yeah.
one. But regarding that hit, no suspension is expected for the Washington linebacker,
John Bostic.
What do you guys think of that? I feel like he should get suspended. That was a dirty hit. I mean,
I think
you know,
we
We've seen the
should
same
too.
hit happen like multiple times, and like God did get suspended.
Like
But-
Myles Garrett.
That was just different though.
Yeah, but
Ripped the
still.
guy's helmet off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he was trying to put it back
I
on.
remember Vontez Burfict on Antonio, Brown.
People think
Yeah.
that's why Antonio went crazy.
Yeah. That's what I said.
But
I think we're not going to go into that.
that's definitely not good news for Dallas.
Speaking of Antonio
Yeah.
Brown,
Tampa
Antonio
Bay.
Brown got signed by Tampa Bay,
He ended up playing with the guy he wants to play with, is Tom
Yeah.
Brady.
right?
We all know his
He
desire to
will
play
come
with
in
him.
week 8, right?
Yes, I
believe
believe
so.
so. Which I'm totally against. I never want to see him or Josh Gordon in the league ever
Speaking
again.
of that, I didn't watch any of the Chiefs game. Did Le'Veon Bell end up playing?
Yeah.
his
I know he was
first
active.
his first carry with the Chiefs ended up going for 20 yards.
Yeah.
So
It took him like 200.
He had one carry of 20 plus yards with the Jets, and in
took
his first
him-
game with the Chiefs, he got it in one play.
It took him like 264 attempts or whatever.
Yeah,
to do that.
and out
In
in
the Jets?
Kansas, or
In-
out in
in New
Jets.
York.
With the Jets. That game was snowing too.
Yeah,
Oh,
first
I
snow
know.
game of the year.
I love it. I love seeing it.
What?
I got a U, I think.
Casuals.
Yeah.
You're looking good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's
I
not
like,
that
I like
bad.
it.
We'll just stop here.
Yeah. You're just gonna go at Cass.
Matt's definitely look better than mine.
I think this is the face I'm gonna go with
Because
right here on
Penn
this
State
side.
on it.
What knives do I have available?
Not
I
many
was
good
started
options.
using this knife,
Yeah,
the
that one's-
curve.
Give me
No,
one.
where's that other knife? Mike's
He's
got it.
got it. Be careful with that one. It's thin.
Yeah. This isn't gonna look that good, but
You might do better luck with
Are
like
you doing the
one
lion
of
or are you
these.
doing
I might do-
PSU?
I'm gonna do PSU, but that P looks kind of weird.
Oh, dude, the lion would be sick, but that'd be really hard to do.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
what?
Do the
the-
lion.
The lion would be really hard.
Oh, I can't even try that. That'd be way too hard.
Dude on the other side.
What if I did?
Dude,
Ooh,
I was
got an
thinking
idea.
the octagon O.
I need that knife though.
This one? Go ahead.
I have an idea. If you want it.
I might go use this one.
You want to use this one?
If you're still using
That's all we got for breaking news. So yeah, NFL. What do you
Oh,
got?
sorry.
For NFL,
Yeah, we're
alright.
in the middle of a podcast.
I got like a whole thing on Pittsburgh.
All right, go
it.
ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going down to the floor for this.
So-
I need better.
Well, I want to hear your guys' thoughts.
Man, I'm
On
gonna wait till
Pittsburgh?
you're done with that knife.
For Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
I mean, what really thoughts do you mean? Just them going under? They're
Good
only
game,
now
though.
the only 6-0 team. First time they've been 6-0
Yep.
since what was it? 78? I think they said
78,
Something
79.
like
78,
that.
74
Yeah.
around there.
And that's when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So,
I think they're a really
Okay.
good team. You guys look good on in basically every facet of the game.
And they finally
we'll
beat
talk
a good
about
team.
when they play Baltimore in just a second. But
Yeah,
I
should be a
got
good
some-
one though.
Yeah, I got some things here, Mike. You can take that
Oh,
because I'm gonna go on rant.
I don't rant. They're
I'm not gonna
6-0.
rant. I'm not gonna rant.
Oh, all right.
So they were up 27-7, and they blew it.
Yeah, they blew it
ended
good,
up
but
winning.
I mean, you're facing a good
You're
team.
facing-
though.
Yeah,
team
you're
at
facing a
home,
good team.
too.
I think Ben Roethlisberger. I believe he did a good job. I mean, he pretty much won us the game, but I think he got a little pass happy in the end when they had a big lead. I think they should have ran the ball more.
I mean, part of that
with-
goes back to Tomlin though. That's not even all
Yeah.
Big Ben.
No. And the interceptions he had, okay, 2 of those were tip balls, and those can
Yeah,
go
you
whatever
can't
way
blame
you
those
want.
on him.
Okay.
I mean, those were deflections at the line, which is just it's not even like it's the quarterback's fault. It's a good play
Yeah.
defensively.
Yeah. Defense looked great.
As always.
Robert Spillane coming in for Devin Bush, stopping probably one of the best running backs in the game, Derrick Henry.
Oh, yeah.
They held him under
definitely.
100 yards. He only got 75 yards rushing yesterday. Yeah, but I think Spillane's fitted in really good. The whole defense looks pretty good, except Minkah Fitzpatrick, okay? 1 week he's really good, next week he's struggling. Like, he's inconsistent. I think he needs to work a little. Obviously, he needs to work a little bit harder. You got Baltimore next week. I think you need, the secondary needs to step up just a little bit. But other than that, I think they look really
that's
good.
something I wouldn't be too worried about.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about
Yeah.
that because we got enough, defenders that are capable
And
of
very capable guys.
capable of stopping Lamar Jackson. Okay, so
That's going to be your key to the game. That
that's
you have
gonna
to
be
stop
your
him.
game. Defensive ends will come off. You got Cameron Hayward down there. You got Stephon Tuitt. And if they don't get to him, then here comes Bud Dupree and T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
So
So they're good shape with that.
they're in
but
good shape with that. Receivers, holy cow. Okay, Deontay Johnson, breakout game. Really
didn't
good.
he just get injured, though?
Did he get injured?
Yeah, he got injured late in that game.
But he had a really good game.
I
I don't know
I
if
didn't watch
they've
that game,
released
so I don't
anything
know.
on
They
that
haven't
injury
released
yet.
anything
Can I
on
see that
that.
again?
What?
Can I see that again?
Yeah.
Thanks.
But Juju had a pretty good game. I don't think he got any touchdowns. I was at work most of the game.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch much of that game, but
A big name coming in. The biggest play he had was that kickoff that Ray McLeod. He almost returned it for a
He's
touchdown.
had some really exciting plays this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a pretty key factor in this offense in the future.
He'll be a key this Sunday against the Ravens.
Oh, yes.
so what do you?
Eric Ebron doing really good.
Yeah.
James Washington. I mean, our receiver core, they're finding every week they're finding ways to succeed.
I mean, and they're all young too.
They're all young, too.
So they're gonna be all right. But
Big Ben's doing Big Ben. Our running backs are doing good. I like Benny style. James Conner, too. James Conner.
Don't forget
pretty
about
good.
McFarland back there.
McFarland
Doesn't
well.
get a ton of carries, but when he does, he pops off one of those off for
He
like
sure
15,
does.
20 every. Seems like every game he's getting at least one big one
Yeah.
in there.
let me see this one.
That's all I really
So what are you kind of feeling about them going into the Baltimore game?
I feel pretty good.
I mean,
to
you guys have
Baltimore,
shown
right?
you guys are like the best team
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
we're
so
the only undefeated team
Thanks
left.
to the Seahawks
Thanks to
blowing
the
it.
Cardinals. What a great game that was.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That game's in Baltimore, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Baltimore, I mean, I don't know if it makes much of a difference with nobody there, but
And then the next time I think they're in Pittsburgh when they play on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Now,
they will
that
be.
will be a game.
that'll be a good one. Anytime those two teams walk up, it's
Oh yeah.
even when like one team's good and one's not.
It's still
Those teams are always getting after
it's like when North Carolina plays Duke. Remember that North Carolina Duke game?
Yeah, we were
talking
just talking about
that
this in the car earlier.
North Carolina was unranked and they still put a great show against that Duke team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, especially rivalries, but especially because like it seems like every in-division opponent is a rival basically, just because you face each other so often that the fan bases kind of hate each other.
Even if both teams like aren't.
Yeah,
having
yeah.
a bad
Everybody
year.
in here knows that how much I can't stand Baltimore.
Right, and you're still excited for this game.
Oh,
That's just these two teams that are just that good. Ooh,
Yeah.
almost cut myself.
Al Kazer's coming over there.
Interesting.
I got my pee.
Yeah, but I think people need to stop talking,
Wait
bad
until
about
this
Pittsburgh.
Sunday.
I mean,
Don't talk bad, but yeah.
Don't talk bad, but
You're-
finally
you're legit.
recognize how good we are a little
I
bit.
think you're legit if you win this Sunday
Yeah.
against the Ravens.
Yeah.
This,
I mean,
this is your make or break
the-
game.
They
These
beat-
two games beforehand were good warm ups,
Yeah.
but Baltimore's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
I mean, so like we're talking about, or what some people on like national networks are talking about the Steelers being one of the teams to beat in the AFC, or if not the team to beat. I mean, I don't. Are they in Kansas City's category? Do you think?
Frankly, no.
No.
I don't think so. Kansas City is amazing
I think
right
it's-
now.
I think
At least
Kansas
not
City-
right now.
Pittsburgh's good and they're going to be a contender, but I
Yeah.
just don't. I think Kansas City's.
I mean,
just
Kansas
by
City in
themselves.
that game on Sunday, on Sunday, they were unstoppable for like the majority of that entire game. They were not only getting touchdowns on offense, but I think they had 2 offensive touchdowns in that game, and they won it by 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're insane, and they're good
They
at
played
every
Denver,
single part
too.
of that ball.
Denver hasn't been that bad this year
Right.
that they just played, but any other games that kind of caught you guys' eye?
I think
Browns Bengals game.
that was pretty good.
That ending.
But-
It was back and forth constantly.
Yeah, that was an insane ending. You want to talk about Baker Mayfield in that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
So starting 0 for 5 with an interception, it was looking bad early for the Browns, but he turned that around. I think he went 20 for 20 on his next 20 passes, obviously,
Yeah.
and then he also had 5 touchdowns.
And none bigger than that one at the end. That was just
Yeah.
that was perfectly
Cutting
placed.
fingers
Perfectly
off.
placed, yeah.
Cutting fingers off here on the Casual Sports.
Oh no, I just almost stabbed myself. It's okay. We're good.
Yeah, so I mean, if the Browns lose that game, doesn't look very good on their part. I mean, I know they're playing a Bengals.
I just want to say right now, their defense might be the worst defense in football.
No,
It's
they're
awful.
not.
It was
Dallas
behind
is
the
by far.
Cowboys.
Dallas is by far.
Let's talk about them. How about their backup quarterback, the guy from
Yeah, so
formerly from
now that
Pitt
Dalton's
and
gone,
James
Dak's
Madison.
gone.
Well, they're thinking Dalton's gonna like.
Yeah, he's got a
know he is.
concussion, so he should be back
So he can
next
practice
week or
week.
two.
But losing to Washington, that was just sad.
That was
I really wasn't even surprised. I really wasn't. The way that they're just going this
football
year.
team played good this week.
And I know Alec didn't like that because we know how he feels about Washington.
They're a disgrace to football.
And my Cowboys couldn't keep his wishes going. I'm hoping they lose every game they play
For the next 20 years, yeah.
forever. Yeah, that was pitiful. Just bad performance. They only put up 3 points. Come on. They give it up 20. I think, what was it, 25-3? 25 to the Washington football team. They can't figure out who the quarterback is.
Right.
Their offense is bad. Or their whole team's bad. It's just not a good situation. I have nothing to say
No,
about it.
not at all.
What are the other games? Where you want to talk about your Seattle game?
Yeah,
That Seattle was crazy.
that was a great game.
Your man Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was that
I saw the
that
ball.
Niners team or not Niners. That Cardinals team. Oh, they're now 6-2.
Well, I don't
now,
know if
right?
I don't know
They're
if I
5-2. Where are they?
5-2 now.
5-2 now.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I
Yeah.
said this on the show or if I did. I don't remember you guys saying. I don't
Probably
remember if
not.
you guys remember it, but I kind of said like going into the season, I kind of thought they were going to be like the 49ers of last year.
Yeah,
Not like
and,
I don't know. If, I'm not saying they're going to the Super
and
Bowl,
the
but
49ers have been turning it around.
they have been. Who did they play yesterday?
They killed them. I'm thinking
They killed somebody. Who was it?
Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah. You guys want to talk about them?
Oh,
You think
yeah.
that- you think that
Okay.
Belichick Brady
Yeah.
conversation's kind of gone.
So I think they need each other at the same time. I don't think one would be better.
I
Brady's
don't know.
doing
I think
alright.
Brady's doing just fine on his own.
Well,
We'll
we'll see. Now he's gonna have Antonio Brown. So.
Right.
see how that goes. What do you guys kind of think about that signing? I mean, Tampa Bay just literally signs anybody that gets cut.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
good on them. They're doing their job, what they're supposed to be doing as an organization.
How about
I just don't like them.
yeah.
I don't like AB.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I don't like it. I can't stand
Obviously,
it.
you guys.
I used to love him, man. Now it's like get out of it. Like no way.
Right. Kind of a disgrace.
Well, he kind of just.
I threw
like,
away all
screwed you
my
guys at the end.
posters and stuff. I had an Antonio Brown shirt and I burned it.
Dang.
I'm not one of the people that burns jerseys.
It was
No.
a shirt.
Oh,
It
sure.
was a
Same-
$20
whatever.
shirt.
Where's the knife I'm looking at?
Which one?
That curved one.
You have that still? You
This
still
one.
using it?
Yeah, this is. I
I'll
think I'm
take
gonna
this
use this
one.
the whole time.
Yeah, this will be fine. Yeah, I saw that ball Russell Wilson threw at the end of the half
Yeah.
to Tyler Lockett. That was just ridiculous. It was a 50-yard bomb.
Yeah.
He just launched it in the air, and it went that. I mean, not many quarterbacks can do what he does.
He's gonna. I do believe he'll get another Super Bowl before he retires.
Yeah.
Russell.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I really
he
do.
deserves it.
Oh, he does.
And he deserves to win the
He
MVP.
I'm surprised he doesn't have one
Yeah.
yet.
He has one.
What?
He got a Super Bowl.
No, but MVP.
Oh yeah, MVP.
Yeah, MVP.
Yeah.
He got
should
that with
have-
what, Legion of
He
Boom?
should have 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, he won one of the Super Bowls with the Legion of Boom, right? Like
Yep.
his
Won and
first,
then they
first
lost
or
one.
second season in the league.
Second season.
Yeah.
Almost made it their first year. They lost in NFC Championship.
Then the one they lost on the interception at the end.
Yeah, I know.
England.
Malcolm Butler, who plays for the
Yeah.
Titans now.
Should have run the ball.
You make your ass.
Yeah, I know. Marshawn Lynch.
Yep.
I don't care if they knew that you were going to run it. He's a beast. You knock everybody over.
It's like there are certain situations I understand if you want to go for them, but when you in the Super Bowl in that moment, you go with the guy that got you there.
Yep.
Exactly. Let's see if I spelled this right. It's right there. We're good.
You do not know how to spell casual?
Yeah, but sometimes you just might forget a letter.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Castle. Castle
Castle.
Sports.
Castle.
Castle Sports. The official rebranding 2021. Castle Sports. Not actually happening. By the way. We tried to do a logo rebranding once. It didn't go out well either.
No.
This design is going to be interesting. It's
I'm trying to figure
something.
this out.
Oh man.
I don't know how nice this is gonna look, but I'm trying my best.
Your best.
Oh.
What?
Your best.
What else happened in the NFL this
Oh, I
week?
can say something bad.
Whole,
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that
There's
went
a lot of
down.
stuff.
It's just hard to remember all of it at
yeah.
once.
While we're carving pumpkins.
Yeah,
Right.
while we're carving pumpkins. This is like very difficult here, okay?
Bro, I give so many props to the people that, ooh, damn, are all really good. It's fine.
You good?
Yeah. My knife just slipped a little bit. We're chill. I'm sure anybody watching this is just having a heart attack watching me carve a pumpkin. Especially because the last time I shaved it, I totally cut my hand.
How's that S look, Matt? I'm drawing it out first. So
Okay, that's a smart idea. Should have done that with this, but I just went all in. I don't want to spend 8
Where'd you
hours
get
trying
that?
to carve this
Oh,
thing.
Oh, my book bag.
Why
What'd
not
you
go
say?
on the Weather Channel? What's going on ESPN?
One on the Weather Channel?
I actually clicked the Weather Channel. I'm clicking on ESPN, so we can talk about more
Matt
games.
went to town with this knife here. It's bending.
I think you're talking about one of my nice ones. I was like, no!
I don't know what knife I want to use for this. You want to update us on yours? How's yours
Okay.
coming?
Oh, okay. So, I have this so far. For don't
That's
worry.
what I was gonna do.
This is
but
turning into something. This isn't an O or anything. This is
I was
turning
gonna say
into
if you're trying to
something.
make a block O, that's not a block O.
No.
I got the-
You'll see what this ends up being.
I got a casual part so far here.
Oh, okay. Nice. What about how
So-
about you, Mike? You want to show
Mine's
the
going
people?
good. I'm working on the S here. I got the P carved out. I'm getting there. I'm
So
halfway.
the Lions defeated the Atlanta Falcons yesterday by one.
Oh,
Atlanta
my,
blew another
oh
lead,
yeah, that's
didn't they?
right.
Didn't Atlanta blow another lead?
I think.
No, they actually
Yeah.
blew a loss.
What were they?
So they were trailing.
They came back. Okay.
They had come back and they were trailing. I think it was 16-14 or something like that. With 1:04 to go, the Detroit Lions defense basically just had a wide open hole, and their running back accidentally ran into the end zone too early. So
I think
Detroit
this
ended up
Lions-
getting the ball back with a minute to go, and they drove down the field and won it.
I've always been kind of a fan of Matthew Stafford. A little
Oh,
bit.
I've always liked them.
Yeah, and it's kind of right. It's kind of a shame.
Loaded pumpkin.
It's kind of a
in my own
shame that
face.
he hasn't. Has he ever made it to the playoffs?
He has, but
once?
they haven't done nothing.
Yeah.
I know they played the Cowboys one year.
Yeah.
I think they played somebody else one.
Well, yesterday he had a really good game. 340 yards, 1 touchdown.
I mean,
think
I
it
don't
was
think it's ever going to question. I mean,
So here's a question. Since we're talking about that game, does trade deadline's coming? Will the Falcons deal off Julio Jones?
They've already said they're not going to.
They're not going to.
Yeah,
Would
they made
you?
it official this week that they weren't going to.
if you were running the team, would you?
No. I
mean,
don't think so.
Yes,
Would you?
I would too. I mean,
they're
competing.
not going anywhere.
They're not
yeah,
going- they're not
might
going
as well get some picks while you can out of this guy.
I mean, he hasn't-
obviously one of the best wide receivers, but if you can't go anywhere
have-
with them,
I do-
let him go.
And he's
I
been
do agree
professional
with
about
you
it, too.
partly.
Right.
They do have Calvin Ridley, young.
Yeah,
He's doing pretty good.
But quarterback wise, I mean, Matt Ryan's like getting up there in age. What he's
Yeah. Yeah, but go ahead and finish.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's getting up there in age. I mean, like you said, they have Calvin Ridley, but I think it's time for them to start over. They're not going
I think so,
anywhere.
too.
They haven't gone anywhere since they made that Super Bowl run.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, that loss killed them.
It has.
Oh, yeah.
You could just, I mean, they have the same personnel from that, or most of it from that run, and they're just, you can tell they just haven't been the same since then.
I mean, I think anytime you
So-
blow a lead, there's maybe some infighting that we don't see, something that just ruined the chemistry afterwards.
In Atlanta sports, it's rough for them.
Yeah.
The Braves just they blew a lead in the NLCS.
Right.
Dodgers. Then we're talking about that Super Bowl that the Falcons blew. I think it's hard to be a Cleveland fan. I mean, it's just as bad to be an Atlanta fan right now.
Oh, 100%. At least, Ohio sports teams, we're used to being bad.
And we kind
of expect it, and then we're excited when something good happens every now and then.
Semi-good.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we made a World Series.
Yeah. And an NBA championship.
Right.
Even
We
though we
won
won
them.
one, but-
We won one of them. And, we lost the other ones, but what can you do?
You were still there.
Right.
We were there.
Be excited that you were there.
Yeah. Gotta be there to win it.
Right? I mean, they came up short a few times, but,
Can't win if you don't get there.
Exactly. So, I'll talk about the Bills a little bit.
Yeah,
Your second favorite team.
Yeah, they squeaked by that. Oh, and what, they're 0-7 now, right?
Yeah.
0-7 Jets.
That's sad.
Yeah.
They suck.
They won
And
yesterday.
they still won't fire Adam Gase.
Yeah. They won yesterday without scoring a touchdown or punting.
First time I think they said that's happened.
Yeah, I got it right here. The last
yeah.
time that happened, when Washington beat the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1941.
Oh, yeah. I thought they were talking about baseball.
Yes.
I didn't know there was a Brooklyn Dodger football
Yeah,
team.
apparently
Yes.
nobody did.
Nobody knew that.
Yes, there was a Brooklyn Dodgers football team.
They were even saying in the caption, it's not a typo. There was a.
Yeah, that's the one I was reading off.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Allen, pretty good for performance, 300-yard game. Sam Darnold. What can you say about Sam Darnold? He's seeing ghosts out there.
Right.
We actually were talking about that. I should be Sam Darnold for Halloween, and you
Oh,
guys
yeah, that was
dress
your
up as
idea.
Yeah,
ghosts.
and everyone else goes to Ghost. Yeah, it would have been hilarious, or at least for a picture.
Yeah.
How about the Packers, though? Destroying? I mean,
Yeah, bounce back after last week.
yeah, it was a really good bounce back.
35-20 over the Texans.
I mean, Texans are just awful right now.
Yeah.
But good on them for capitalizing on a terrible
That
team.
looks pretty good, Mike.
Does it?
Yeah.
Try my best. I'm almost done. You can have that. What else happened?
Yeah, Rodgers
got
had a
playing
ton of
tonight?
points.
Bears are playing the Rams tonight. I think that's
Yeah,
gonna
it should
a
be
good
all
game.
right.
That should be a good game.
Kind of surprised by the Bears this year.
Yeah, they are 5-1. We're gonna go 6-1.
Yeah, I
Under
mean,
Nick Foles.
yeah, they're doing really surprisingly good. I
Yeah.
think.
I like the Bears. I've always been kind of on their little bandwagon. I was on it.
What, when
The
they
year,
made that 1 year?
the year they lost the doink.
The doink.
Yeah.
We
Who's
had a
that
better
on?
doink in football this week. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
We'll talk about it.
I don't want to, but
The quadruple doink?
or no, I thought you were talking about the one in the Penn State game from 20 yards
We'll
out.
talk about Penn State, but
Yeah.
that was the
I'll
loudest
talk-
doink in that game ever.
I was. It was.
All
I'll
right,
talk-
guys,
yeah.
you gotta let me know. It's a Buckeye.
What is that? It looks like a.
No, it's a Buckeye. It's got the dark and then the light,
Yeah,
and it'll look cool once I have a candle in there going through.
I'll show
It's
you
a
how
Buckeye.
Mine's. What are you laughing at?
I thought you were gonna do that on your.
What?
Oh, not that. The
leaf.
The O with the leaf on it. Oh,
That's
Oh, dude, that's so hard to
do.
do. That looks like a Buckeye.
it
It-
does.
it'll-
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I just had to put it. That's just the outline of it.
Like you said, when the
Oh,
camera's
okay,
lit, too.
okay.
Yeah,
Still
this
got
isn't
some
part
work?
of it.
Okay.
Still got some work. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Matt's just insulting my pumpkin now. Yeah, I still have more to do because I had an idea.
So what am I gonna do?
I got to figure out how to do
should
Penn
I
State's
go?
logo.
Should I go all of them lined up or like letter and letter here? Like start the S here and then
Yeah, because sports will. I don't know. Make it look casual.
make it look casual.
You guys recording right now?
Yeah, we're live on
Yes.
Twitch.
We are live on Twitch.
Stop Twitch.
That's my one of my many roommates
Alex
talking in the background. Don't say his name.
Okay.
We don't have his consent to be on camera.
Yeah.
Express written consent of Casual Sports Report.
Right. This broadcast is the intellectual property of Alec Aberna, Matt Morrison, and Mike Wolfgang.
You guys doing your competition?
It's a Buckeye.
Oh, nice.
See, he gets it.
You can read mine though. You can know what mine is when I'm done.
P.S.
I'm not done.
Yes, I love you.
I just have to.
P.S. This is bad.
I'm for Halloween. It's Ohio State, Penn State. Let's just move on to college football.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
that
to college.
was- That was where the action was at.
Yeah, college football was
We got all the good games.
was really cool this weekend. Not as many upsets besides the
Yeah.
two big ones.
Yeah.
Wake Forest upset Virginia Tech. That was crazy. Nobody really saw that coming except for me. I think I even put
How
them on
about,
upset
how about
alert.
Rutgers?
Rutgers getting their first win in the Big Ten.
Against Michigan State,
Yeah.
they're in a tailspin.
Yeah,
They
they,
need
don't.
to- they
no
need to
more
quit.
Mark D'Antonio.
Yeah, he retired last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who'd they end up getting though?
I don't even remember.
Some nobody. They couldn't sign. They were trying to sign Luke Fickell, but he's like, no.
No.
Must be a nobody. If they
He's
can't
got a
beat-
top 10 program down in Cincinnati, and
Yeah, the
Michigan
state of
State.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, Michigan State was like, hey, and he's like, get out,
Who
kid.
said State of Cincinnati?
Pat McAfee.
McAfee.
Yeah, he loves Cincy.
State of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Probably didn't do well in geography class.
Pat McAfee, I guarantee he didn't.
Probably didn't
I think
show up
he's
to
even
it.
said he's like, oh, I was terrible in school.
We all are in our own
Oh,
way.
you can do that.
I might try do the Buckeye and then Penn State right next to it
I
Oh,
can
you're
for the
try
for
and
the,
do
for
it.
the
both?
game.
I
Yeah,
can try
I
and
was
do
just doing
that
Penn
on the
State.
other side.
Huh?
I was just doing Penn State.
yeah, I know. I was gonna do though because like the Buckeye, cool on its own, but Penn State next to
That's
it.
gonna be so hard to do.
That'd
though.
be cool.
Yeah, this is gonna be really
You'd
hard
have
though.
to like do that
You
for
can do
the
the S-
outline like
You
that.
can
Right.
do their S logo.
Their
people
S
know.
one.
Yes, search it. That might be a little easy. That's gonna be kind of challenging to do.
Oh, that's
What's-
boring though.
It is boring, but
No,
we're
I'm
talking
just gonna
about
do. I'm gonna do this.
it. It turns out bad. It turns out bad.
Right. I mean, this is how you win competitions.
You can do verses on there.
I don't know. I don't know if I have space.
Probably write it in there. This is gonna be good. Matt might win.
Let's see. Should be.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all
Should be.
right.
This one should be versus. The S on this side.
All right, I got the S in. I don't know if you guys can see it. You guys want to take a look?
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's clean.
Looks pretty good.
I'm trying to get the U in there.
P.S. I love you.
Where's my pen at? There it is.
Ah.
Yeah, so college football.
Oh yeah. So.
yeah.
I
Oh
forgot
yeah.
about it.
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Michigan looked
Yeah.
dominant. They were really good in that game.
Joe Milton, man.
Joe Milton. Maybe Harbaugh finally has a good quarterback.
Maybe.
Even though he's supposed to be the quarterback guy, so he should have had
Quarterback
he should have had a few more.
Yeah.
We thought it was with
Shea Patterson.
Shea Patterson,
He didn't
yeah.
even get drafted, did he?
No, I knew that guy was bad.
That was pretty bad.
I don't know what all the hype was last year about him. It's like he never really did anything.
No.
He just kind of showed up
Where did you
and
transfer
lost.
from?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss,
Uh-oh. I might just have an upside down triangle as my V.
Oh, that looks too square.
Does that you look good?
Yeah.
Fix the edge of it.
How are you guys doing your S's? Oh, okay.
Like that.
I
I
think
wrote mine in.
yeah.
Oh, whoa, what was that?
You get an update?
No, never mind.
Oh,
I
dang.
saw
False alarm.
Matt got us excited for a second.
I
Just
saw
a while.
Rivera and I thought something happened with
Oh.
something important happened. He got a standing ovation or because they
Yeah, I
won the
think
game.
no, he beat cancer.
Oh, he beat cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh,
pretty
he did.
big. Oh, good, good.
For him.
Because I like him. He played for
Yeah.
he played for the Bears back in the day.
Yeah.
I believe he was on the '85 Super Bowl team when they had Jim McMahon
They
and
were
Walter
loaded with that
Payton.
team, yeah.
Who's that one linebacker? That Singletary. That guy was.
Yeah.
oof.
They were pretty loaded back in the day.
Yeah.
What happened?
Monsters of the Midway. I think that's what they called them.
Fix it. This just doesn't work right yet.
I remember when I don't remember. I just remember seeing when the Denver defense was called Orange Crush.
Yeah.
Now, what the heck happened to that?
Who knows? Yeah, so there were a few other things in football this weekend.
College football.
College football, I should say. Penn State. You guys want to talk about it?
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, man. I don't even want to talk
All
about
right.
it.
I believe that last play that was not
short.
it was not a touchdown. Okay, the ball was out of bounds, but Penn State should have never let them in that situation. What they missed
Yeah.
3 field goals,
Two interceptions.
2 interceptions.
They
Should've
got
never let it
outgained, I
happen.
think. Indiana's quarterback was just doing whatever he wanted.
Yeah, he was insane.
But I kind of thought going in that Penn State was going to struggle in that game. I mean, Indiana won 8 games last year.
Yeah.
People forget that.
Yeah, they're always like they're one of those weird teams. Like
They are.
they're always there for an upset, but you know they're never going to win the division. They're just one of those
You
people
gotta
that are
play
just
'em.
there.
You just gotta
Yeah.
play him.
Actually, there was an interesting stat. Sorry, I'm just trying to clear out this
It's
ass.
all right. Go ahead.
There was an interesting stat the other day during that Penn State game. The most winningest matchup in Big Ten is actually Ohio State and Indiana, the most one-sided group.
Oh,
Like,
they
which is
did
always
say-
surprising because
I said
Indiana's
I said
all.
that during the Michigan game.
Oh, is that what it was during? Yeah.
so-
I remember.
It's always surprising because like Indiana always seems to put up a fight against Ohio State, but
You can do against a lot of teams.
right. But I think they
I
said it was like
remember-
since 1967, it's like 42-2-1
I remember they said
to Ohio State.
this was the last. This was the first top 25 win,
Top 10.
top 10 win
10, yeah, since 87.
since '87, where they
Right.
beat number 9 Ohio State.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that. I'm like, they kept on saying that and saying that. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna
And
happen.
it happened.
It happened.
But, I mean, like I said, I wasn't surprised Indiana was hanging around. I mean, they were at home.
Home games
I
are
didn't
kind
even-
of weird though this year.
They are kind of weird, but just being in your own place. I mean, it was opening night for the Big Ten.
Speaking of opening night for the Big Ten, that quarterback from Wisconsin,
Oof.
man, was lighting it up, threw 5
Oh, I
touchdowns.
think I saw some.
But he now has COVID.
Yeah,
He
that's what I saw.
I
yeah.
think he's a sophomore or freshman, so you know he just went out and partied afterward.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that's what happened. There's no denying it.
We're not just going to skip around that.
I mean, yeah, if the guy goes down, like COVID 3 days
You're
after,
doing the block cast there. I like that.
yeah, I mean, it's just easier.
Oh, are you doing it?
Oh, I did.
That, yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, I got versus.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Are you gonna attempt
sure
to do
you're
that,
gonna
dude?
watch
That's gonna be sick if you pull that off.
I'm gonna try it. I make no promises it'll look good. I'm in no way an artist.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
What?
I'm going to take a break from mine.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because
What
I
else
don't
do I
want to
got
use
left
any
right
of these knives because they're kind of weird for
Oh.
this. But
Yeah.
yeah, so Ohio State took care of Nebraska. We all thought that would happen.
But I'll take a here. Do you need this knife?
I can't use it.
Okay. I'll talk about that Ohio State Nebraska game because I noticed some things
Yeah, go ahead.
and why I think we shouldn't just be looking at this Penn State Ohio State game like it's going to be a blowout
It will be.
or anything. It won't be. So I actually got quite a bit.
Oh boy, he's got notes.
So yeah, I was taking these while I was watching the game. Oh, it's a lightning bolt.
Oh wow.
It's from my S. So Buckeyes are implementing the same defense they used last year. That was specifically designed for the personnel on the team. Ohio State's secondary is a lot weaker. It doesn't have the guy. I mean, look at that unit last year with Jeffrey Okuda.
They
Yeah.
lost a lot of guys.
They lost 3 of their 4 guys in the secondary. They do have Marcus Hooker, who is expected to be good, younger brother of Malik,
yeah.
Oh,
former
wow.
Ohio State Buckeye legend. I'll say legend. He did some cool things.
Yeah.
But this zone defense, it got exposed multiple times by Nebraska. So let me just fix that. On the defense, I'll say offense down here on the bottom. Right here's your defensive line. They got 2 linebackers. These linebackers are spreading out wide, playing this zone defense. I think it's a cover 3, so you're having 3 or 4 guys up high. Then your 2 linebackers right here in the middle of the field, kind of patrolling right here on zone. So what's happening is, I noticed it so many times. Every time Nebraska had a big play, this is exactly what happened. They're leaving a massive hole right in the center of these 2 linebackers. And slant routes are working perfectly against it. Those little 5-yard checkdowns to tight ends.
Slant routes too.
Yeah.
They do.
And it also leaves a huge hole for mobile quarterbacks, which is what Penn State always has.
Sean Clifford. I mean, he
Sean Clifford's a mobile
he
guy.
threw 2 picks, but he did it all with his legs. He was
Yeah.
all over them.
So one thing I was noticing, with that hole, Adrian Martinez was running all over the field. He could just get out anywhere. The defensive line also isn't getting a lot of penetration in. They
I like that
they worked on that
Martinez.
closer toward the end. They got a lot more penetration at the end of the game.
How about Christian's little brother?
Yeah,
Are they relatives? I didn't know
yeah, they
that.
are.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
I kinda
two
figured that.
McCaffreys in the Big Ten right now.
They're brothers, right?
Yeah, they're all related.
He's a quarterback. When he was running, I'm like, oh, another running back. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, no,
wait.
he's quarterback,
He's
but
a
they had him.
quarterback.
It was good by Nebraska using their personnel well, because they were bringing him basically every other position.
That's my aura, I think. Oh, God.
I think the referees in that game, there may be a little bit of truth to them being maybe a little bit biased. Ohio State, well, I'm sure had pretty good execution. They only had one penalty called to them in the first 3 quarters of play.
Oh, geez.
I think they only had one in the fourth as well.
They're usually
You think
disciplined.
Yeah.
You think some should have been called?
Probably there should have been something. I mean, I was paying attention, but at the same time, I'm also not looking for
Trying to watch other
penalties.
games, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was watching Ohio State mainly. I had it on my big TV. But at the same time, I'm not really there to do it like we're doing for this show, or even when we call games ourselves. I'm not looking all over the place trying to find penalties or anything. I'm watching the game to watch the game.
Right.
That's kind of how that was. Running backs for Ohio State, though, we knew this was going to be kind of an issue coming into the season. But,
Yeah, no more J.K. Dobbins.
yeah, no more Dobbins. Trying to find the replacement. So they had Trey Sermon and Master Teague going. They really weren't going
The
anywhere.
Oklahoma transfer.
Yeah, Oklahoma transfer. But what happened when they did get going? It was right after they brought in Steele Chambers. I think the guy they only ran it with him like 3 or 4 times, and he was averaging 8 yards per carry, and the other guys were averaging 4. So I think they need to use him a lot more going forward. That was kind of my thoughts on Ohio State there.
So, I mean, if you didn't just give it away, what are you kind of thinking about this week's matchup?
It'll be a lot closer than I think people are going to say. I have a feeling College Game Day is going to pick Ohio State in a landslide,
But
which I don't think it will be.
Yeah, well.
I mean, I think Ohio State's going to win because I think they got the better talent at the end of it.
Wait, I just had a bad thing happen. This game fell off.
oh no,
I
Oh,
probably blew it or something. You have glue?
you got tape. You got some Scotch tape.
I'll take my
It's
knife
not
back.
good.
Yeah, that's not good at all,
Start
bro.
over on the other side.
Dang.
I guess kind of hold it there, I guess.
Oh. What do you think of that Michigan-Minnesota game? What do you guys think of Minnesota? Obviously, I mean, they lost, but do you think people are going to start dropping them out of
No,
any
I
sort
don't
of
think
talks?
so. Michigan came up and played. That's
Yeah, they did.
just like Indiana did. So,
I mean,
like that's the thing.
Is Indiana a legit
that's
team,
the
though,
thing, are
or
you
is
gonna
Penn State just bad?
I don't know if
Yeah.
Indiana. Oh, you're talking about the Indiana game still? Indiana.
Sort of. Yeah, I'm kind of bouncing all over the spot.
Well, I was gonna go Minnesota. I'm not giving up.
Do you have
on
that
them or anything,
marker
but,
still?
Like,
Or
last
that
year was
pen?
their,
Yeah, that,
yeah, I got it.
Can I borrow it?
Last year was their first year of like being like good
Right.
in a while, or actually like respected. So I mean, losing this game to Michigan. I mean, Michigan, we always make fun of them, but they're not always a pushover team. So like, yeah, I don't think I'm not giving up on them, but they gotta, get used to playing big games like that.
I mean, yeah, they're PJ Fleck is a great coach.
He'll get it figured out.
He'll get that.
he'll get that boat
unit
rolling
figured.
again.
Yeah, he will. They didn't sink the ship, I don't think.
No.
Maybe they didn't even get a hole in it. They lost the sailor. That's all that happened.
Yeah, I mean they lost their best sailor to the NFL, so
Yeah.
that's their one of their 1,000-yard wide receivers. So
Who was that? What was his name?
I can't think
I
of
can't.
it.
I'm kind of bummed about that. You can still kind of tell. Not
Let
really.
me see. That's okay. Maybe make this higher so it looks down more.
Yeah, just a little bit. I might need that knife for it though.
Yeah, I'm on
What,
the
this one?
S.
Or that small one?
I'm on
Probably
the
a
S.
small one, yeah.
I'm on the S right now.
Who was the late game in college football? It was a Michigan game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the late game.
How about this week? Notre Dame versus Clemson this week.
It'll be the good one. I mean, we'll get
Yeah.
to see just how good that team actually is up in Indiana in
Yeah.
South Bend.
There's there's a guy an older guy that comes into where I work, and this guy said he's been going to Notre Dame games since like the early '70s. So he's been watching like Joe Montana
All good
there.
guys,
Yeah. And he was just like every time I wait on him, like he goes out about Notre Dame. Oh, look how good they are. And he was talking about Chase Claypool and how Claypool is doing good in the NFL. He said he went and saw a spring game for Chase Claypool where they tried him out as a quarterback, I guess.
Oh God,
Uh,
it'd be interesting to see. He's a
Yeah.
big guy.
Looks like he could play anywhere.
yeah.
But
No, he was just talking about Notre Dame. I like Notre Dame. I've liked Notre
I don't
Dame.
mind them.
I have some shirts and some hats at home that I never wear. I used to have a Notre Dame hoodie that doesn't fit anymore.
They don't bother me. I just don't pay attention to them really.
My grandpa liked Notre Dame.
So
Watched it.
Up until a couple years ago, they weren't really the Notre Dame we're used to seeing because they were having some down years.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they're back, but I don't think they're. Ooh, wow, that was almost bad. I don't think they're back on nearly a national level yet. Obviously, they
coach.
saw the loss, but they that they weren't very good.
Yeah, I like their coach. A big fan of Notre Dame's coach.
Brian Kelly.
Yeah, Brian Kelly.
Yeah,
He's
there
been
a while, too.
he's been there a long time. So,
He was on that team that went to the national championship.
yeah, and they got killed by
Alabama.
Alabama. Yeah, I was in 7th grade. I watched that whole game too.
I
It
think
was
it was a long
sad.
one too. I remember that. 'Cause they were just giving up points every possession.
One second.
What? No,
It's
I don't
wedged.
need it anymore.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna find a way.
Toothpicks work.
Yeah.
I don't
You
have
got
any.
toothpicks?
No, I don't.
Well, why would you?
I just say
recommend
I
that?
just know they work because I had to do it before.
Super glue would be nice.
I think I might have some somewhere.
What toothpicks?
No, super glue.
Anything would work. That would hold.
What's-
Matt, yours look good.
We got sports done now. That was pretty
It
good.
looks good.
That's pretty good. T's kind of messed up.
Sorry.
Those T's, man.
You know what it means.
Yeah, we know what it means. We'll make that better.
Yeah, we gotta get like a professional in here just to like carve one for the actual
Yeah, yeah.
logo, just to compare it to ours.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to compare it. It might look bad.
I know, but it would be hilarious. I mean, don't you love seeing how bad you are at some things? I just think it's hilarious.
It's just good. Yeah. And then compare it to good things.
The casual's way bigger.
It's alright.
I think it is in our logo.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Alright, now I
Usually
gotta
a
get
different
report.
font.
I gotta go lower. Clean my blade off here.
I'm pretty much done. Other than that mishap.
How long have we been going?
How about 50 minutes?
About 15 minutes? Alright, what else we got in college football? Mike?
I got some. Give me a second. I'm just trying to get these outlines and stuff. Bro, this is hard. I'm just realizing this is gonna be.
You're having a hard time drawing it.
It's a weird logo
It's a
to
hard
draw,
logo to draw.
and I'm gonna try and draw it with this knife. Okay. Yeah, we talked about the Rutgers, the quadruple doink in overtime. That was awesome. I was watching that with one of my other roommates, and we were losing it because this guy hit 3 uprights. It went doink, 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 and out. And we were just like, oh my god, how are you that unlucky? Like, I don't even think that's being bad at
It's
that
not even
point.
bad,
That's
it's
just
happening.
unlucky.
Yeah,
Like, physics shouldn't work at that point, to the point where that shouldn't go in. Which we were dying. Like, Cody Parkey is going to be proud. Hey, he's a Browns now.
He hasn't done too bad for them.
No, I mean,
He's been alright.
He hasn't doinked anything.
he hasn't doinked it yet. So,
Your Browns have had a couple problems with the kickers in the past couple of years.
Many
With
problems.
Siebert last year.
Seibert, yeah.
Seibert,
Austin
Seibert.
Seibert, the kicker from Oklahoma. I think he just got kind of brought along with
There was
Baker,
a
I'm not
good
going to
guy
lie.
they had that was like good, then he retired.
What was it, number 4?
Yeah,
No,
Dawson. Phil Dawson.
Phil Dawson, yeah. He was good. I mean, but that happens. Guys retire. Next man up.
Kickers are a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
How about
we're
guess-
seeing
How about Stephen?
Gostkowski.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best ever, and he's been missing this year. Thank God he did yesterday.
Right, yeah. He won you guys the game.
Yeah. You see Big Ben's face. He's like, oh.
I mean, yeah, when you're a quarterback and you know that kicker, like, they faced off before.
Yeah.
You know that guy comes up in big spots. You just got to be praying he misses one, which doesn't happen often. Big Ben at
Gostkowski
that
was,
point was probably like, "Oh God, come on,
Gostkowski
don't, no."
was Patriots for a long time.
Yeah, finally got released earlier this year just to get signed by Tennessee.
Yeah. rather be in Tennessee right now than
That's for sure. Yeah, they're having some issues up there in
Foxborough.
Foxborough. The not so good burr. Oh yeah, the Virginia Tech was upset. So you got those were the two upsets, was Indiana and Virginia Tech. Those were pretty crazy upsets.
Yeah.
I saw Wake Forest as being a good team. Actually, I think I had even picked the upset at some point. I don't know if I don't think I did it on camera.
R or P?
P.
Oh God.
That's a P.
Yeah, I think I can fix it.
Casual sports purport.
P-port.
P-port, yep.
So Matt kind of told us what he thought. What did you kind of think about that end of the Penn State game? Valley.
Oh, what did I think?
Yeah.
I called him like 2 minutes later and was ranting and shouting.
Yeah, I tried to
I
reason
tried-
it, but I've watched it back. I think he was short.
I think many people think he was short.
It is what it is. You can't go back. It happened. They made the call. All we can do is yell about it, which we love to do, anyways.
But my one thing on it is like
There, I fixed it.
they're pretty much telling us that you can still score if the ball's out of bounds. Yeah, it looks better.
That's better. All right.
I mean, that's basically what they're saying. Like, you can still score the ball if it's out of bounds, which that's not possible.
No.
Yeah, no. Where I thought maybe they think the ball went in was before it actually hits the pylon. He's coming over. I think when he reaches it out, I think it was a cross, and he's kind of getting pushed backwards at the same time. So it's like I think it crosses, and then he goes out of bounds where the ball hits out first, and then rolls into the pylon. I'm thinking that's probably where they're thinking it went in, was like just before that.
I mean, and like we said, we do have to remember the call was a good touchdown before they reviewed it.
Yeah. So like in that point, you're like, well, they need something where they can clearly see.
And if they would have overturned that, I mean, I think we all, at least us here, we agree that wasn't a touchdown. But if they overturned it, I mean, a lot of people, especially Indiana fans, would have been pretty upset about it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, just like you
they
guys are
probably just
upset
made the
about
same
Penn State
calls,
losing.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, the refs get criticized, so
But either
they
way,
made a call, they stood with it.
Yeah, right.
That's a pretty good E. Well, sort of.
If you possibly have super glue or a toothpick, it'll look really good. Yeah, I'm basically done. Alec, how's yours coming?
Not terrible.
Hey, that's okay.
So far.
Yeah. I might do some detailing after the show.
We will take pictures of these and.
Yeah, we're gonna do a poll on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be posted on Instagram too, but the poll will be on our Twitter. I think I think I'd vote Matt's. It just looks the most casual.
Look at my E.
Alright, so just imagine this is hanging here. What do you think?
That's pretty good.
Oh, it's clean. It's clean.
You broke it.
Well, when I was trying to,
Yeah, if you get
Push it out.
toothpicks, the long ones, you can.
that'll probably work better than super glue. But Alec doesn't have any supplies I need.
I think I have some. I don't know where it is though. We'll put it back together after the show wraps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, here's how it looks. With the
We see with
messed
that
up.
broken U. That's okay.
It wasn't
Maybe.
that bad, but once I get that put back in, we'll be in good shape. So, you want to talk about our rankings a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we made
Forgot we do
rankings.
these. Actually, I do have some worse stuff. We talked about Notre Dame a little bit. They destroyed Pitt.
And I do have a me head of the week.
Good. Clemson actually struggled a bit against Syracuse. Syracuse almost pulled off their second upset in 3 years over Clemson. That would have been absolutely insane and epic. That was kind of what I was rooting for. I think that's what put me in the upset mood. And then when it happened at Penn State, I was like, oh my god, yes.
What do you think? Does it look like an
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You made
Yeah,
that art.
that's
You
good.
fixed that art pretty good.
Yeah.
Clemson ended up bouncing back. They were just kind of struggling along early. Trevor Lawrence had a pick six at one point. Syracuse was just kind of rallying back, but then T-Law rallied the troops back, and they handled it at the end. So,
Yeah.
but that was a pretty good game just for most of it.
Now, how about that? Now, I was talking about this at work the other day. Now everybody's saying the Jets are going to tank for Trevor Lawrence. What about Dallas?
It might be the Cowboys.
Dallas tanking for Trevor Lawrence?
I don't know.
Well,
Number
then what
one-
would they do if they get Dak back?
Number one, they got to decide what they want to do with Dak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we still don't have an answer on that after, like, 2 years of negotiations on it.
At
But-
this point, if I'm Dak, I'm not coming back.
If they do want to keep Dak, which I think they should, because I think it's pretty clear that he is the face of the offense and maybe the team.
I mean, yeah, he still holds the lead for passing yards in the league, and he hasn't played in what, 3 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks now, yeah, and he's still the passing yards leader.
But so they have to get somebody defensive. They have to go defense in the draft. And if
Yeah.
they're gonna get a high pick. There's some good players coming out in defensively that they can zone in on.
Micah Parsons in particular, that'd really help,
Yeah.
I would
especially if you
boy.
put him again on that line with Van Der Esch
Yep.
in the linebacker. I mean, that's kind of like matching the linebacker unit up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, with Bush and not anymore, but
Yeah, he'll be.
Bush, Dupree. I mean, Watt kind of floats around. I think he is kind of a multiple spot
can play
guy.
anywhere, yeah.
Spillane
comfortable
seems to
with
be doing pretty well. I mean, he met Henry right up the middle and just stopped him completely. Pretty much all by himself. He had a little help from TJ, but
God, that's hard, but that's the logo. No, it's supposed to be. Look at it.
oh, okay.
I would round this off
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
like right here.
Round it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Better than that. Let's
Casual
look
sports rep.
All right, guys, that's Penn State's logo. It's kind of hard to see. I might deepen some of these grooves so the light will shine through
Yeah.
better. So we got Penn State versus the Buckeyes. And the Buckeyes even has a hole for the eye. You got to dot the I.
at-
All right.
So we're gonna go into our rankings here.
Yeah, we can.
Oh.
Gotta make it
I'll
quick.
come more into that.
Report.
Repo.
Casual Sports Repo. We're opening a repo business
Yeah,
now.
repossess. So, if you haven't paid your car payments, watch out. We're coming.
Right, yeah. Casual Sports Report, Mr. Steal Your Car.
You'll see me driving around next week.
What do we think of Cincinnati?
They're
I think we all have them in our rankings, obvious, like they were last week. They destroyed SMU. I like them. Now, Oklahoma State and Iowa State, I think, two best teams in the Big 12.
Oklahoma State was like many analysts like picks going in to win the Big 12, to start the season. I mean, nobody's expecting Oklahoma to struggle the way they did.
No, not at all. I think everyone was saying, well, I mean, yeah, it was Oklahoma's division to lose. So,
Yeah.
So is that better, right? Like that? Click it. There we go. So number 12, we fell in Michigan. They fell in at number 12. BYU is at 11, Wisconsin at 10, and Florida at 9. What do you guys think of those? I think those
Michigan-
we were all pretty similar on our
Michigan
votes.
came out.
Michigan earned a right
Yeah.
to beating a good Minnesota team.
Are you guys surprised we
Colorado.
had Wisconsin higher than Michigan, though?
Not really.
Do you guys think Wisconsin's better?
I do.
I do.
Okay.
At the
I didn't have Wisconsin in my top 10. I
Yeah.
had them just on the outside.
Who'd you have? So what other team would you have had in?
I had Oregon,
Oregon. Okay.
who's yet to play.
Or Miami.
Yeah, Miami I have outside. Actually, I don't remember what happened with Miami. I don't remember where they fell in.
I forget. I think they played Virginia.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Yeah, so BYU, they're playing well. I mean, we're not used to seeing them like this high or even being ranked.
Right.
So they're taking advantage of it. Florida's. Did Florida play this weekend?
No, they didn't. They've had a few bye weeks from
Yeah.
COVID stuff.
Not
And
ranked ahead. But yeah, this portion of the.
I'd like to
rankings
see
got
Trask come back in action.
Yeah.
yeah, he's good. Him and Kyle Pitts is really good.
Yeah.
I really like that Florida team.
Pitts and Fermi Poe two best tight ends in the league right now.
Yeah, and I think they'd give each other a run for their money on the best.
Yeah.
I don't know. As I kind of clear this out, I'll get the next one up. All right, so 8 through 5. So number 8, Texas A&M. Number 7, Cincinnati. Number 6, Oklahoma State. And number 5, Georgia. So I think that leaves a pretty clear top 4, which I don't agree with this week. Which we'll get into that. Yeah, with our top 4. Top 3 I'm fine with. It was actually who we all had at the 4th spot. Is where we had some discrepancies.
I think I know where you're going with
Yeah.
that. So I was kind of considering that when I was going through mine.
Well, let's talk about number 4 then. Notre Dame. You guys had them at number 4. I had them actually all the way back at 6th. I mean, they destroyed Pitt this week, which was like, oh, okay, that's a good win. But I still can't get over that terrible performance they had against Louisville,
Yeah.
where it was 12-7. I mean, I still haven't
But they
seen.
had a bounce back week.
Yeah, they had a bounce back. I'm still waiting to see it though. I need consistency before I want them in the top 4. And while Georgia has the loss, it was to Bama, and I think we need to stop punishing teams so much for losing to Bama. I mean, I think we need to stop punishing teams for losing to Ohio State, Bama, and Clemson.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not bad. It's not a bad loss. I don't care if you lose by 20 points. That's a good loss in my book.
And we, talk about it. And talk about Ohio State, for example. I mean, those 2 years in a row, Penn State lost them by 1 point. They got penalized for it.
Right.
I mean, I know when you lose, you stay where you're at, or you move back. But like losing by a small margin to a good team like that shouldn't be
Season-ending, catastrophic.
Yeah.
Tear the whole team down. And I think it's happening a little too much, and that's why I was against pushing Georgia down that much. That's the only reason why I kind of wasn't agreeing with this one. But it's based on points, and this is what it came to. So maybe I'll just have to push them back farther to counteract it.
Yeah, I still think Georgia has a very competitive team.
Good team, yeah.
So what I thought was interesting is Ohio State played for the first time, and they still fall at number 3 here.
Did we have
So
them at
our
3
top
last week or
3
4?
I'm at 3.
Our top 3 remained unchanged. Mike, you might have moved them up. I don't remember exactly where yours was last
I
week.
can't remember.
All right, boys.
What? Oh,
It's all done.
you want to show the camera?
All right. I got some cleaning up to do.
Oh, hold on, man. Let me get you a bigger thing. There. Not bad. It's kind of hard to see on
It's kind
camera.
of hard to see on camera. We will take pictures.
Yeah. Then here's mine. Just about done.
Yeah.
I got Penn State versus the Buckeye. I really like my Buckeye. It kind of looks like the Death Star, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of does.
It just looks
Yeah.
like- what do you guys think, Penn State?
It looks good.
That looks good.
I accidentally cut down a little too far.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I just noticed that.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have it loop around or something.
Yeah. We'll fix it.
Maybe.
Looks good.
It's pretty good
We're
for
at Ohio
amateurs.
State. Right. And now number 2, Alabama.
Listen to
Obviously
the-
number 1, Clemson. So that is our top 12. As we have Pumpkin really covering everything now. Fantastic performance by everyone. Don't put that in there. I'm cooking those.
I gotta take some of those pieces out too.
I mean, it'll get cleaned up later. Now I got pardon your ears. There's a pumpkin everywhere, bro. Pumpkin on the carpet. We love it. So this is our top 12. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Second week ever.
Top 3, as you talked about, it's not a surprise.
I think we're the rest of it's kind
Cincinnati.
of surprising though. I don't think a lot of people were thinking Oklahoma State, Texas A&M, Florida, BYU, Michigan, or Wisconsin was going to be in there. Cincinnati, everything everyone kind of had around
Yeah.
10-ish.
Yeah.
That's kind of where they've been sitting the
Cincinnati,
past few years.
I think they still have to prove themselves. But
I mean, they proved themselves against SMU this week.
yeah.
SMU's a good team.
Yeah, they are.
They usually, the last couple years,
They've been bouncing back.
Um,
I mean, they're nothing like they were back with the Pony Express.
Yeah, with
But when you're paying people to go
to
there.
me,
with Eric Dickerson.
Yeah.
to me, I gotta give credit to BYU. I mean, first game of the year,
That's
they
when they
blew
were
out,
cheap.
they blew out Navy. I mean, nobody blows those teams out.
Well, Navy got blown out this week again.
Well, I mean, at that point, and you don't see them usually get
My V
blown
fell
out
off.
like that. But
Guys, my V broke.
Oh, no.
everybody's stuff's broken. Mine broke.
I don't know. It still looks like verses, right?
It'll be fine.
Triangle S. upside down triangle. You guys can't see it very well, but just gotta empty it out. There's some oops. Oh man, I stabbed my $3 tablecloth that I bought.
Yeah, I already did that. So.
You stabbed my
It was
tablecloth?
an accident.
Oh man, it was whole $3. All right, Matt.
A whopping $3.
A whopping $3, about the same price. Actually, these knives were 88 cents,
Pretty good
which
deal.
aren't getting any use because they suck.
They're too big for what we were doing.
Yeah, I mean the best. And then
I just
these
use-
these
I
are
use
part of
this
my
thing.
knife set. Yeah.
I saw this one. You're kind of like, dear God, right? How are you gonna use that in a car pump?
use
'Cause
it the whole
I
time.
use it the whole time.
Yeah. We're like, oh, we gotta get the really big knives.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
What I was thinking.
That was just the guy and us thinking, I need the big knife.
I need the big knives, and we got the big spoon as well.
So Matt, you want to get into this?
Yes.
Meathead of the week.
My meathead like that was decided a long time ago.
It decided like days ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
this was hilarious. Just
Oh,
because
man.
the whole event that happened.
Yeah. So I have to give him that his speed clocked out.
You got to give credit to the entire
Yeah.
play. It's just how it ended is
Yeah.
why we're making fun of
So,
him.
Danny Dimes.
You guys
New
knew
York
this
Giants. Okay, he tripped on his trip. A ghost was out there tripping on one of the ghosts from Sam Darnold. Must have
Yeah,
come
Sam-
over and-
Well, I saw a really cool video put together by Highlight Heaven, and he redid the Buckeyes, not the Buckeyes, the B-Dubs commercial from a few years ago. They made the call in, and then they put up the sprinklers and Daniel Jones trips. Do you guys remember that commercial?
Yeah. I remember
Oh my
that.
god, yeah. And I saw them remake that. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Danny.
Give credit though to that
Yeah,
to like the entire
21
play.
miles an hour.
21.
But the fact that you tripped.
It like it
You guys
ruins
are
the
still
entire
Play,
thing.
but, like, come on, there's nobody there.
Like I think he probably would have had the touchdown. It would have been close. I think there was a few guys on his tail,
Tooth hanging off.
Don't mess with it. You're a break it like I did.
Yeah.
and like I did. Gotta get those finishing
But Danny
touches.
Dimes, I still can't remember his last name.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, you are a
It's a
meathead.
very basic.
You
Yeah,
are
he
the
won Meathead of the Week.
you are the
Meathead of the Week. I love saying that. Like, there's a reason I won't turn that into like its own voice thing. It's just because I like saying it every week. It's the only reason.
say it again.
This week's Meathead of the Week. I love it. Best part of the show every week.
Yeah.
Do we got? Do you have any games of the week?
Of course, I have games of the week, Mike.
Oh, you better have Notre Dame Clemson.
You better not have Ohio State.
Yeah, if you have Ohio State Penn State.
Annihilation.
See what I got here.
He probably has it in there. He's probably embarrassed to say it.
Actually, I do have it in there. I do have it. Are you sure? Oh, Clemson takes on Penn State. I mean, Clemson takes on Notre Dame this
I
week.
think.
I'm pretty sure it's this
Do
week.
they?
isn't it?
My phone also gets covered in
I
pumpkin.
just
now.
heard it. I never actually.
No, Notre Dame's taking on Georgia Tech.
Oh,
Get out of
okay.
here,
Get
kid.
out of here. That's not a game of the week. They do play them though. Sooner or later.
Well, yeah, they will at some point. I was like, I'm pretty sure
I
there
know
was.
it's coming up soon.
Yeah, no, the biggest. I think this the only ranked matchup this week is Ohio State Penn State.
Okay.
That's why they're the only one I have written down for my college football games of the week. Then we go into World Series games 6 and 7, obviously Tuesday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. NFL though, these are the big ones. Watch out for these. Pittsburgh at Baltimore, 1 p.m. on CBS. Battle for the AFC North.
I just want to say something.
Go ahead.
That game's at 1 o'clock, and they put on the night game Dallas and Philadelphia.
Yeah, I
They
know.
should
I
switch
saw-
those
they
two,
should
'cause
switch them.
That is a horrible.
And-
game to have
I don't know why you
Yeah,
guys
they're
haven't
not-
gotten a single night game.
And they're not even considering switching them. I read an article about it.
That game should by far be the primetime
Yeah.
game.
I saw that. That kind of made me
Dallas and
mad.
Philly on 8 o'clock. I mean, come on.
No one's watching it.
Nobody's gonna watch that. It's gonna be horrible.
And I have to work.
We don't
at
even
1
know who your
o'clock.
quarterback's
I have to
gonna
work
be.
at 1 o'clock.
Like, we don't know if Andy Dalton will even be back in time. Like, obviously, we're hoping you will be.
Maybe
Like,
they
he
will
should be.
change it.
The Cowboys should. They don't deserve to be at any national televised games the rest of the year.
I'm
Maybe
down.
maybe they will change it. Hopefully.
No, they've already announced like these are set in stone.
That's just horrible.
Yeah, I mean it is. Then also, this is another good one that probably should be on that late broadcast. 4:25 on Fox. The New Orleans Saints taking on Chicago.
You guys
Good
keep
one.
talking. I'm gonna wash my hands.
Well, actually, I think that's just gonna wrap up the show
Okay.
here. If we want to turn all our pumpkins around with the lids on.
Maybe I should hold my piece up.
Gotta figure out which way this. Oh,
Maybe not.
Did you put your candle in it?
no, not yet. Yeah, we'll put the candles in there and just put the pictures out. So, I don't think mine's all gonna fit on camera. Let me get a bigger shot. Here. There we go. Penn State, the Buckeye. Penn State versus the Death Star. Because then we got Casual
What's up?
Sports Report. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it does say Casual Sports Report.
You see
Then
mine?
Mike's got PS Giant Space.
Just, whatever shape
P.S.
that is.
He tried to write.
PS hole.
Cheers, if you
P.S.
guys can see that.
Yeah.
Once we get it
Let's
in.
do
Yeah,
a
they'll all be on
close-up.
Twitter,
Go
so-
do a close up of each pumpkin.
Hold on, yeah, I'll do it. Let me grab the stuff.
I'll get mine out of the way. 'Cause mine's bad.
Oh no, I was just gonna move our camera. I guess I can't really move it that much. We'll see here.
Is that the ever you're gonna use Saturday?
All right, so we got
Got the
Penn
piece in
State.
there.
boom, boom, not bad. Now, Matt, bring yours a little closer. Casual Sports Report. Then the up close. Ohio State Buckeye, Penn State Nittany Lions. Boom, boom. Get those shots in there. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try and get this back onto the tripod. Alright. Well, guys, that's going to just about wrap up the show here. As always, I'm Alec Caberna.
I'm Matt Morrison.
I'm Mike Wolfgang.
Make sure to check it out on Twitter. Vote on the poll. Let us know what you guys think of our pumpkins and everything.
We'll see you
We'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you guys.